This build with Bird-Kultgen Ford, I'd like to show you a few things about the 2007 Expedition. This one has just a little under 60,000 miles. It's an XLT. It's a dark shadow gray. Now, on the inside, you've got the cloth tan seating. It does have your standard power driver's seat. One button does it all as far as forward, back, up, down. You can tilt the seat by tilting the button. Has your lower lumbar support. You can put the cushion in your back. If this lever here will adjust your seat back. It does have your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors on the outside. Easy to control. If you have children, you don't have to worry about them messing with the windows. Just lock them out. You can control them, they cannot. It does have your tilt right here. You can adjust the steering wheel, get it where you want it. On your lights, you can either control them or you can put them on auto lamp. If your lights are on and you pull the switch out, your fog lamps come on. Push that to bright, your fog lamps will go off. If you go back to dim, they'll come back on. Now, when you kill the engine, your auto lamps will stay on for a little while and then they'll go off. This one does have your single CD player, which is MP3 capable. I don't know if you download your own music, but you can put up to 300 songs on a CD, put them in folders, just pull them up later. Alright, it does have your cruise control right here. With the door open, it's not showing us anything other than the driver's door is open, but it's got easy to read gauges. This is something I find really neat. It's actually a conversation mirror, but where this is set to see out the back window, this is set, you can see everything that's going on in the back with the kids. Now, if you have a child in a safety seat, this middle seat in the back will actually pull 11 inches forward. That way, if you're by yourself, it makes it really easy to be able to reach back and tend to the baby. Okay. Plus, it also allows more cargo room in the back. This does have an iPod plug-in if you have older children. Okay. You've got your front air conditioning. You also have the rear air conditioning that you can control from right here, as far as your fan speeds and temperature. Got an extra plug-in here for 12 volts. You've got 2 drink holders here, 1 in each door. You've got 2 drink holders here, and you've got 3 drink holders in the back. Your rear AC vents are up top, and it also applies to the third row seat. Now, this does have your front airbags. It's got your side airbags in the driver passenger seat, and that's in the side bolster to protect you from the waist to the top of your shoulder. It does have the side curtain airbag right here. In a side collision, it will drop over all of your side windows to protect you up in the head area. This comes standard with your traction control. That's what this little emblem here does. And what that does, if the vehicle detects wheel slippage, it'll break each brake individually and retard the engine, slow it down if necessary, automatically to get you out of the skid and going straight again. That's a really nice safety feature on the Expedition. Now, on the doors, you don't have to worry about the kids swinging on them and stuff. They actually build the Expedition strong enough that you can swing on the doors. So let them have fun. It does have your child-proof rear door locks right here. That way you can set it where it can only be opened from the outside. Now, another nice thing, when you take off, your doors all lock automatically. Cool thing on the Expedition, the front doors, when you stop and pull the handle, the doors will open. These will not. The only way that they unlock is you have to manually unlock them, or you would hit the button up front and unlock it with the power. So the kids are not accidentally going to open the door and either fall or jump out. They do have an easy lift over area in the back. Got a user-friendly handle that you just kind of pull and lean. Comes right up. Extra plug-in here for 12 volts. Your seats in the back, you've got the third row seating. You can fold those down and make a flat surface. If you needed to carry more, you can fold down either one side or the other, or both. Gives you a lot more cargo room, plus you still can carry 5 people. Now, this is something I like that Ford does. Inside here is a fuel shutoff switch. And just simply the way that it works, and it's a major safety feature, you might not can see it, it's a little red button right there. The way that it works, all fuel pumps are built inside the gas tank. Works just like this pin. That button's designed to be down. In a collision 35 miles an hour or greater, it will pop that button up. That way, if you're knocked unconscious or conscious and it busts a fuel line, instead of being in a vehicle that's leaking gas around an accident, it shuts that fuel pump off. That is a major safety feature with Ford. Your spare tire is mounted underneath here.
Full-size spare?
Full-size spare. It's actually easy to get to. This little storage area here just lifts up and it'll have your jack. That way, if you've got the back fully packed with stuff and you did have need for the jack, everything's easy accessible. You don't have to unload everything. Now, the way that it works, this little thing here just pulls up and it's got a wrench that'll go down on there. Counterclockwise lowers the tire, clockwise raises it. It's on a winch system. My wife says it works so easy that she actually did it with one finger. That was while I was taking the tire off. She already was lowering the spare. Now it does have your standard receiver hitch. That's a class 4 with your 4-prong wiring plug-in for small utility trailers. So with this, you're probably good to tow up to about 6,000 pounds. Even if you don't tow anything, it's still good protection in a rear-end collision because it is a frame-mounted receiver hitch. You got your breakaway hitch where if you bump something, instead of just breaking it off, it'll move the mirror and give you an opportunity to get stopped before it breaks it off. On your engine, and this is something that I think is major, it has what they call fail-safe coolant. In other words, if you and the kids were driving along and you lost all your coolant, doesn't matter if you bust a radiator hose or knock a hole in the radiator, well, instead of just being broke down with a hot engine, you can still drive this vehicle 20 or 30 miles an hour for a distance of about 75 miles. That way you're not just stuck on the side of the road, and it won't let you do damage to the engine. You got the Triton V8, and with this you're probably looking at about 310 horsepower. Okay, you probably around 365 pounds of torque. That's what brings in your tow capacity to be able to tow. Now, Ford also will put this fire retardant material up here. If you ever did get a fire under the hood, it melts these big plastic buttons in a hurry and drops it down like a blanket to smother the fire. It's another safety feature because they're concerned about your family. You've also got your crumple zones here, where in a frontal collision, instead of just pushing all of the force into the passenger area, it actually is designed to crumple the front end and push around the edges. Another thing too, this vehicle gets the 5-star safety ratings in all the government crash tests, which is as good as it gets. I mean, that's one of the safest vehicles on the road. It gets the 4-star rating in the rollover, which that's really good. But if you were to be in a situation where you rolled one over, the Expedition is the only SUV in its size class that can withstand its own weight. If you line the competition up and flip them all upside down, this would not crush the top where theirs would. So, like I said, there's some major safety features built into it. Not only that, they're just a good-looking vehicle. Okay, we ran this vehicle through the shop and checked everything out, and it checks out safety-wise, mechanical-wise. Because of that, they're able to put a 3-month, 4,000-mile powertrain warranty on there. That will cover the 29 major components inside your engine and transmission. Plus, it will allow you to purchase an extended warranty through Ford if you'd like. Anyway, I'm Bill Bullman. My cell phone, if you have any other questions, is 254-715-6155. Thanks.